Good morning. It is day 14 off the PCT right now. We're in town. We are in Leavenworth, Washington. We're about to head down to breakfast, and then after that we'll pack up everything, head back into town. There's a gear shop there where I want to see if I could find some sun gloves because my hands are getting roasted out there, and maybe a post office to send home some gear that we no longer need. Just a quick thought on town days. You look forward to them when you're on trail. You're so excited. They're amazing, but it's funny how absolutely busy they are. There's just so many chores to do, like laundry and grocery shopping, and you want to go see the town, and you're out and about, and then you're back at the hotel room and you're unboxing your resupply box and organizing everything, and you're straightening things out. It's kind of nonstop still, even when you're in town. But the great thing is we got to sleep in this really comfy bed, and I'm feeling recharged. My body feels good. Gonna go have a nice meal, and then later today we'll take a bus back to Stevens Pass and hop back on trail. Hello. So we are pretty much all packed up in the hotel room. We got to catch our bus in 10 minutes out there. And we're going to go into Leavenworth, go to the gear shop, get some lunch, and then there is a Amtrak bus that will take us back to Stevens Pass. Towns in Washington have been so quirky so far. Stehekin was this little town only accessible by ferry, plane, or walking there. And it had a population, I think, of 80 full-time residents. The little school, I think, had 8 students through 8th grade. And last year, shuttle driver was saying there were 2 graduates from that school, and I think it's pronounced Chelan, was 55 miles long, 1,500 feet in the deepest spot. I think they said the 3rd largest lake in the US, or not largest, but deepest. And then Leavenworth, where we just were, was also quite quirky. It was, as you saw, Bavarian themed. Everything from the McDonald's to the Subway and Starbucks, and then all of the little local shops. Everything had these cute murals and cool woodworking on the buildings. It was very themed. It felt like an amusement park. Lots of fun. Glad we made a stop there.
Hi. I had a thought about a blister. Well, just about body pain in general. I had a really bad blister on the bottom of my foot, right on the pad, right in the front, right behind the toes. And right when I got into town, I was walking around on it in our hotel room, and it was really hurting. All of a sudden, just really started hurting when we'd hit town, and it hurt the whole time we were in there. And I cleaned it up a bit and kind of tried to take care of it as best as I could, but it still hurt this morning. walking on it. I was almost limping around. But once I got back on trail, I'm walking on it now with my full weight and my full pack, and it doesn't hurt as much, which is weird. But I think maybe it's because I have other levels of discomfort now. Like I'm carrying a big heavy pack, I'm sweating pretty hard, I'm working hard climbing up. So my body is distracted by these other discomforts, so maybe that's why it feels a little better. Whereas in town, it was the only kind of discomfort I had, so it was kind of hyper-focused. I don't know, but I'm just glad it's not hurting anymore, and I can walk on it at a normal pace.
Hello, Karen. Hawaii or something. Potential campsite for the evening. We both have a lot of energy from maybe the coffee today, but and just because it was a half day of hiking. We've gone about 8 miles since Stevens Pass, so we have the energy to keep going, like another probably 4 to 6 miles. But I think it's about 7 o'clock right now. Don't really feel like getting caught in the dark, and there's wind right here at this campsite, which is great because it keeps the mosquitoes at bay, which I don't want to keep talking about the mosquitoes, but they're a little bit annoying, so it might be worth just hunkering down here, starting early tomorrow. We're gonna have a little dinner picnic by the lake, and then we set up our tent up there by the trail.